of the development as well as the succession planning in the organization. And the people who are involved into this are employees of the organization as well as the management of the organization. So in this career and development and succession planning, what I am going to present is, first of all, I would like to discuss something related with the key concepts and skill areas. So career planning and the concept of career success. This is one of the concept area, that what are the career planning and what are the concepts or career success. Then second is the advantages of an organization to undertake career planning programs. Then what are the basic advantages an organization is having when they are talking about the career planning programs are concerned. Then what are the common tools which are used in the self-assessment of the employee. Then what are the succession planning and role of HR manager in making a succession planning successful. Then the concept of career development and the main ingredients or the parts which are used in a career development program. So these are the basic key concepts and skills on which we are going to discuss about this topic. Then what are the basic chapter outline which we are going to discuss today is, what is a career, what is career planning, what is career success, then organizational career planning, then individual career planning. As you know that it is very very important, if any organization would like to grow, they have to make a career planning for the organization as well as for the individuals also. Then career development and succession planning, then responsibilities for the process, succession planning, career development, the career development program, career need assessments, career opportunities and need opportunity alignment. That means that why career assessment program is needed, it is important, whether it is required in the organization, whether it is not required in the organization. On this we have to discuss about it, and we have to find out that why it is required and what are the advantages of these career development programs and what are the needs and the opportunities alignments with these. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about all these things which is related with the career planning and the success, then succession planning, individual planning, organizational planning, career development, etc., etc. So first of all, we are going to talk about one thing which comes into the mind of the people, that why career development and succession planning is important. Why it is important? So it is said that succession of organization or the success of organization total depends on the caliber of the human resources. That means the people who are working in the organization, what are the caliber of those people, the organizational success total depend on that. This is absolutely true, because the number of people who are working in the organization, if they are effective and their calibers are good, definitely you will find out that your organization will grow effectively. Then it is the quality of people that determines the continued survival and growth of the organization. This is second point which says that it is the quality of the people who are working in the organization, and the survival and growth of the organization total depend on the people who are working in the organization, because whatever the quality people are giving in the organization, it total depends upon the survival and growth of the organization. Then in the past there are many organizations who adopted some paternalistic attitude and assume the responsibility for the career growth and path for their employees. Why they are doing this thing? Because they knew this thing, that if they are doing this development program for the people, definitely the things are going to be better for their organization. Then top management would decide to what position and at what speed employees would advance. That means it is also important to see that what position you are going to give the career development program, and what speed you would like to pace up the thing in such a manner so the development take much more faster work in comparison to others. Then dynamic nature of business today has brought problems in this system. They are saying that it is very natural that as we knew that it is a very very dynamic environment regarding the business is concerned because it is related with the technological advancement, it is related with the latest innovative practices taken by the organization. So they are saying that it is very very dynamic business situation, and this may bring some problem to the organization that how they can go for the career development program in such a fast paced marketing scenarios. So there are many organizations who have realized that they cannot take total responsibility for the career growth of the employee. Yes, it is said that there are a lot of organizations who think in those terms that they cannot take responsibility of career growth for each and every employee who are working in the organization. But maybe they can just select some people and they will just work on that. Because of the dynamic changes in the business, it is very, very difficult nowadays for the organization to cope up with those dynamics. So it is important that we have to see that how the career development and succession plan takes place. Then a series of separate what is career? It is a series of separate but related jobs showing some progression or promotion. That means they are saying that if somebody asks you what is career, so you have to give the answer that it is a series of separate but related jobs showing some progression or promotions held during a personal life. That means the working person's life, which provide continuity order and meaning to a person. That means that if we talk about career, career is nothing but it is a series of separate but related jobs which is related with the progression and the promotion of the individual, and which held during the person's working life. That means the person who is working in the organization, this usually happens, and it provides a continuity order. That means the work continuity and the meaning to a person. That means that if person is getting some progression or promotion when they are doing a related jobs, which is a series of separate but related jobs, and the progression and promotions takes place in that situation, person find out that it is a meaning if they are working for the job. Then usually it is also expect the series of jobs to show some progression or promotion. In another word, we can say that it is also expect the series of jobs to show some progression and promotion. If there is no progression, then it would not really be a career but just a sequence of job. Yes, it is said that if there is no progression in the career, what will happen? It is also simply known as the sequence of jobs which are going to perform by the individual. Then what is career planning? They are saying that career planning is a process whereby an individual employee chooses and sets his career goals. Yes, it is said that it is a process where individual employee chooses and set the career goals and identify the means to achieve them. That means that individual employees are selecting the or setting up the career goals and identifying the means of achieving them. Then it focus to match the individual personal preferences and goals with opportunities that are realistically available. That means they are saying that it is basically focusing on the individual's personal preferences and the goals with the opportunities. That means whatever the opportunities are and whatever the goals and preference are set by the individual, are they matching together? And these things are realistic so that it will be easily achievable. Then career planning does not concentrate only on promotion and advancement opportunities. They are saying that this is also very true that career planning is not only related with the promotion and advancement of the opportunities. It is related with some other things also, because there are a lot of people who are not only concerned about their own satisfaction, but they are not concerned about the promotion and the advancement. The concept of career success has changed tremendously over the years. They are saying the concept of career success is changed, because previously people are only thinking about success which is related with either the promotion or the increase in the salaries. But nowadays the things are changing in different manner. The concept depends on many factors. Career success concepts depends on many factors. Number one, people want more from job than the money. There are a lot of people in the uh, community who are really concerned about the job, and they are fully devoted to the job, but they are not very much concerned about the money, because they want that if they are doing a job it should satisfy them. That is the thing. Now, in the past, they are saying that career success was related to the advancement and the salaries. That means that in the past, it is usually seen that the advancement and the career salary increase is the only tool for the career success. If people are, getting promotions and people are getting salaries, these are the things which has to be taken into consideration when we are talking about the past. Now, today people have security to explore alternative model of career success. That means that nowadays people are more cautious about it, and they are having different type of alternatives for the career success. Everybody may not want the job to become a manager. Why? Because there are people who are having some specialized things to do, and they think that if they want to become a manager, or if they become a manager, then they are, you know fixed with only one type of work. But these people are the people who are ready to accept the challenges, and they can enter into any type of work in the organization, and they are ready to take the challenges. So in that situation, these are the people who are really not interested for the post, but they are interested for the job which satisfied their own, you know meanings. So that's why it is said there is not a single career success model which can be put up in front of organization, that you have to work on these models. And there are not enough opening to make promotion available for everyone. This is also true that it is not necessary that everybody will get the promotion in the organization, because in the organization the job openings are limited, and it can be provided to a limited amount of people, not to each and every person in the organization. Then need to look for alternative means of satisfying employees career aspiration. They are saying that it is also important to see that how you are going to satisfy the need of the employees aspiration. In your organization maybe there are a lot of people who are aspiring for something different. So it is the role of the organization to see that how they are going to create that type of aspirations for the people who can work in the organization and successfully do the work. Then, what is organizational career planning? Career planning is primarily responsibility of the individual, definitely, because it depends upon the individual career responsibility of the individual career planning. Then organizational career planning involves a deliberate attempt to maximize the employee's potential contribution. In other words, we can say that organizational career planning only look only one thing, that they deliberately attempt to maximize employees' potentialities, and they see that with the help of this potentiality of a certain employees, how they can find out that they will contribute 100% for the organization's development. Then organizational is there to develop employees so that when the time comes, there will be adequate supply of the right type of skills and ability needed. This is also said that it is important on the part of the organization to see that how they are going to develop employee, because when the time comes and when the need comes, there are employees in the organization who can immediately take the position with the help of their skills and the abilities are concerned. Then what are the basic advantages of career planning programs? Number one is to develop the promotable employees. That means that the people who are supposed to be promoted, it is the role of the career planning process in the organization to see how they can develop those people in different manner so that they are ready to take the challenges whenever it is required. And best part is when there are lot of development programs are there, definitely the people are not going to leave the job. That means there are going to be low turnover. Then it encourages your employees for the growth and the development. Definitely when the career planning programs are there and when there are some chances for the promotion, this is one of the encouragement which can increase the growth and the development of the employee so that they will work for the organization for the better growth of the organization. Then it reduces the hoarding by selfish manager. It is usually seen in some organization there are managers, they are not promoting their employees and they are keeping those employees and just informing other people that these employees are not up to the mark and they cannot be promoted. So this is one of the reason why the things become difficult. So the advantage of this career planning program is that when the career programming program is for each and every person, it is seen that each and every employee is involved into that, and when each and every employee is into that, you can very well find out the hoarding are going to be reduced at a lot of levels. So it is very important that career planning program should be there. Then it ensures good racial mix at all level. It is said that whenever there is a career planning programs, it is seen that there is a mix of people working at different levels, whether it is male or female, black or white, low caste, upper caste, whatever it is a mixture of people who work in the organization for the development of the organization. Then what is individual career planning? It begins with self awareness and self understanding. That means when the individual feels that what are their self awareness and self understanding, then only the things will become in a proper manner. The individual should recognize and evaluate their own skills, abilities and interest before he can realistically establish a career goal and plan activity to achieve those goals. This says that that person has to be recognized and evaluate their own skills. Why? Because with the basis of the evaluation of their own skills and abilities and interest, then only he or she is in a position to establish a career goal and plan the activities to achieve these goals. So it is usually said that it is very important that self assessment is uh, important for each and every individual to see that what are their ability, what are their skills and how they are going to set up the goals for achieving those goals with very effective manner. Then process of learning more about oneself is referred to as self assessment. That means they are saying that the process of learning more about yourself. That means that if you are understanding yourself much more better, you will see it is one of the part for the self assessment, that you are in a position to assess yourself effectively. Then self assessment at helping individual avoid mistakes that could affect his whole career of life. That means if you are able to assess yourself, it will avoid you to make the mistakes in the life. But it usually happens in very rare cases that people are able to assess themselves, because in most of the cases people say that they are very good, they can do everything, but it is not possible that everybody will do everything. So in that situation, they are saying it is better if people are in a position to assess themselves, and they will find out that okay, they can do only up to this job. Then self evaluation is a continuous process and should be carried out every few years. It is said that self-evaluation or self-assessment is very important process, and it cannot be stopped maybe after 6 months or 1 year, but it can be taken up maybe after 2 years or maybe 3 years again and again, so that you will find out that at what stage you are standing and how you are going to cope up with those things. Then what are the basic tools of self-assessment? Number one is strength and weaknesses balance sheet. This is a basic procedure that can assist an individual to become aware of their strengths and weaknesses, to help him identify jobs that will make full use of his strength. This tool is said as the strength and weaknesses or the balance sheet, because in this it is a procedure where individual can find out their strength and weaknesses, and this will help them out to identify the job on which he think that he is very positive. So when the person is identifying his self assessment process, you will find out that they can do the job very effectively with the full strength. Then second is the like and dislike survey. These are the instruments that will help a person to better understand himself, to make career choices more suitable to his motive. That means this is the instrument. This will help the person to understand himself much more better. That means if you are in a position to understand or find out that what are the dislikes and likes about yourself, you are going to be in a better career choices position, and you are very clear about the motives that what you are going to achieve in the near future. Then self inventory, instruments which list person's work interest and aptitude with more work skill and ability, aimed at stimulating person to think deeply about self. That means that this is the instrument, this is the third tool which used in this career planning, individual career planning, which is known as self inventory. In this, the person find out the interest and aptitude with the work related with the skills and ability, which will aim that person to stimulate to think deeply about himself. That means that what are your interests and what are your aptitude, according to that, if you are finding out the skill and ability of yourself, then only you are in a position to identify that how better you are in assessing yourself in self assessment process. Then what are career development? The process of becoming aware of opportunities available, the constraints and the consequences of a career choice, identifying the career related goals and working towards attainment of such goals. That means career development is a process to become aware about the opportunities available in the market or within the organization, and what are the constraints and consequences if you are finding out the opportunities there regarding your career choices are concerned. Then you have to identify your career related goals and work towards attainment of such goals. That means that if you are aware about, it is a process where you are aware about the opportunities available and the consequences and the constraints in your career choice. If you are in a position to do this, definitely you have to identify the career goals, and you can work towards attaining that particular goal with effective manner. This is known as career development. Then what is succession planning? The process of having the right number, the right type of people, the at right place and at the right time to fill the vacancies as and when required in the future. Succession planning is basically related with the organizational development plan, which says that you have to identify the right number of people at the right time, at the right place, and you have to see that which type of people you have identified and why you are doing this thing, because you have to fill up the vacancies whenever it is required in future. What are the basic organizational objectives? the availability of right type of individuals through all phases of organizational development. So basically, the objective of the organizations is such that they say that they have to find out the right type of people who can work in all phases of the organizational development. So this is also one of the important point regarding the organizational objective are concerned. Then it is said that as the individual develop, he would leave if he does not see opportunities for career growth. Yes, it is obvious as the individual is developing himself, and if he is observing that there are no career growth, what will happen to that person? That person will leave the organization. And if there is no succession planning or poor communication regarding the opportunities are concerned in the organization, again the individual may leave the organization and organization loses at that point. It is usually said that if communication, if succession planning is not there in the organization and there are poor communication regarding the opportunities are concerned in the organization, that people are not aware whether there are some opportunities for development or not. In that situation, if person is already developed himself, in that situation the person will leave the organization, and at that time organization loses. Then the structure to assist individuals achieve career goals useless unless tied to succession planning. That means they are saying that it is very very important to assist the individual with the help of the structured form for achieving their career goals. And it is directly related with the succession planning, because if succession planning is not there, individual will leave the organization. But if it is related with the structured assistance to individual for their career growth, definitely people will not leave. Then important for organization to match both career goals of individual and that of organization, so that both are moving in the same direction. Now it is usually said that it is very important for organization to match career goals for individual as well as for the organization also. Why? Because if there are career goal for both the people, definitely both will work together for the betterment of the organization, and they will work in the same positive direction. Then what are the responsibility for the process? There are some responsibility regarding the process is concerned. Number one is career development. Jointly both organizations, top management and individuals are involved into that, because when we talk about the career development of individual, it is the role of the management to see that how they are going to make a plan regarding the career development is concerned, and how it is helpful for the individual career development program also. It is organization's duty to provide opportunities, and then up to individual to take the advantage of those opportunities. So here they are saying that it is the career development program. It is usually said that it is the role of the organization to provide the opportunities to the individual working for the organization, and it is the role of the individual to see that how they are going to catch up those opportunities, and they can work for the betterment of their own career goals as well as for the organizational goals. Then what are the succession planning? It is solely the responsibility of the top management, because top management is planning to make the succession planning. Then to ensure there are second liners for each important position. That means they are saying that when we are talking about the succession planning, it is usually seen that we have to see the second line or liner people also who can take up the challenges whenever it is required. Then what are succession planning in continuation? If we talk about it, it is the starting point of career development and succession planning. That means it is the starting of the career development and succession planning when we are talking about the succession planning. That means to ensure that all important positions have backups. That they are saying when we are talking about the succession planning, it is usually seen that we have to take the backups for that, because it is the responsibility of the HR manager to see how they coordinate with the system and find out the appropriate people for the backup plan. They should have a clear understanding of present manpower situation and organizational operational objective. That means that HR manager is responsible for making a succession planning in such a manner that they have to be very clear about the manpower situation in the organization, and organizational objectives should be very clear to the HR manager, because that is the only thing how you can make the succession planning. Then decision should be on the key position. That means regarding the succession planning is concerned, the decisions are going to be taken by the top management. And once position is identified, historical data related to the turnover, retirement, promotions, transfers, and terminations need to be considered. That means that when the positions are identified, then the HR department has to take the historical or the previous data which can tell them about the turnover of the employees, retirement of the employees, promotion of the employees, transfer of the employees, and the termination of the employee, which has to be taken into consideration when you are making the succession plan. Then the HR manager should re-examine what is available within the organization. So it is the role of the HR manager to see that they have to re-examine this plan again and again and find out that how many people are available there for the next position. It is best accomplished through a skill inventory or a skill bank. That means there are some inventory system should be prevailing in the organization which can identify it, okay, we have this much type of people for this particular job. So it is the role of the HR to identify those people in advance, so whenever it is required it can be fulfilled by. Then alternative source of employees if strength and weaknesses is through the use of assessment center. Then we have to identify the strength and weaknesses of the employees with the help of the assessment centers which are prevailing in the organizations. On the basis of the assessment centers, they can identify the weaknesses and strengths in the employees, and we can find out that how we can make a performance appraisals for the particular employees who are supposed to be promoted in next area. Once all available data is obtained, then succession charts can be prepared. That means then it is said that when all the data is available with the HR, then the succession chart is going to be prepared by the HR manager. That chart show for each position the name and age of the present person and the names of all possible replacements. So that means the chart which is made, it contains the key positions, name of the people, then the age of the people, and the names of all possible replacements. Then information regarding the readiness and suitability of the potential replacements then entered. That means then after this, the readiness of the employee and the suitability of the employee comes into the picture. Then there should be any vacancy. The top management can see at a glance who are those from within to can fill the position. That means that when there is a vacancy, the top management usually see that at a glance, or you can say it is a ready reckoner where at a glance you can find out that who are the people who can fill up the present job in the organization which is required by the organization to fill up. To initiate such a system, organization must have a planning horizon. That means there must be a planning situation where they have to prepare all these things. Identify the replacement candidates for each key position. It is the role of the HR to find out that for each key position, do they have a people available in the organization? Then assess the current performance and readiness for promotion of a staff. Then they have to assess the current performance of the employee and readiness of the staff for the promotion. Then identify the career development needs. Then this is the role of the succession planning to find out that what are the career development needs for that particular person. Then integrate career goals of individual with company goal. Then it is the role of the HR to integrate individual's career goal with the company's goal. Then succession planning normally limited to middle and senior management level. It is usually said that succession planning is usually limited to the middle and the senior management positions. Then what is career development? The shared responsibility between individual and organization, where organization provides opportunities and individual undertake personal improvement to achieve his career plan. As I have told you this thing earlier also, that career development means that it is the shared responsibility of individual and the organization, where organization provide the opportunities and individual take the opportunities for the personal improvement and to achieve his career plans. Then in the organization commit to committed to the career development, all employees are expected and challenged by the top management how they are asking them for the setting of the career goals, then to perform with excellence, then to obtain recognition for their accomplishment and sustain their career growth. That means that it is the role of the top management to see that how these things can be happen, and they demand this thing from the employees who are going to be promoted to set up the career goals. What are the career goals of the individual employee? They have to perform with excellence, then they have to obtain the recognition whatever they have achieved, and then sustain the career growth. That means whatever the career growth is there, it should be sustained with those people. Then a comprehensive program which is known as the career development program, it has 3 points. Number one, to assist the employees in assessing their own internal career needs. That means that in this program they have to assess the employees so that they can assess their own internal career needs, that what exactly they want to become. Then developing and publicizing available career opportunities in the organization. That means that it is the role of the organization to develop the people and to publicly inform to the people about the available career opportunities which is there in the organization, and aligning the employees need and ability with career opportunities. And it is the role of the organization to see that how they are aligning the need of the employee with the ability and the career opportunities which are available for them in the organization. So in totality, if we see that the career development program is basically related with the assessing the employees, developing and informing the opportunities available, and the aligning employees need and abilities with the career opportunities. So these are basically the things which I have discussed today with all of you, and I am quite sure that you are in a position to give the answer for a lot of the questions which I have asked, or maybe you can discuss this thing in detail about the career development program and the succession program, and how these are very very important for each and every organization. So on the basis of this, I have just prepared some MCQs. I can just read out the MCQ, that the dash is the ongoing process of identifying future leaders in an organization: career planning, manpower planning, succession planning, and staffing. I think the question is very simple and the answer is also very simple. Then succession planning is developing employees in a structured plan to Replace the leaders, replace the management, support leaders, or support the management. Then another question which I have just put up here, which says the process of succession planning doesn't include studying current workforce, focusing only on talented employee, forecasting future trends, and reviewing the organizational strategic planning. Then, which of the following is more essential for succession planning? Timing, precision, attention to details, and all of the above. Then there are few more questions which of the following is or are suggested way take control of yourself and getting ahead in your career. They create good first impression, practice good organizational citizenship behavior, perform in an outstanding manner on all part of your job, and all of the above. Then the dash is a pattern in which the worker perform one assignment well and then has the confidence to take on an even more difficult assignment. This is known as success syndrome, avoid fail syndrome, work peak syndrome, or competence syndrome. I am quite sure that after discussing this succession planning and the development, career development, you are in a position to give the answer for this particular question. Then the next question says, in developing a code of professional ethics, which of the following is not likely to be a question one would ask when deciding if his or her action is ethical? Is it balanced? Is it right? Can I get away with my actions? Or is it legal? And the last question which says is, which one of the following is not one of the components included in the model for career advancement that was presented in the text? Being promoted as much for learn how as know how, more emphasizes on temporary leadership assignment, climbing the ladder of self fulfillment, or more emphasizes on vertical growth than horizontal growth. So these are the things which we have to take into consideration, and I'm quite sure that you are in a position to give the answer for all these questions, and you are in a position to discuss the thing at length with anybody whenever they ask you about the career development and the succession plan. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you.